would you look at that? Talk about a beautiful morning. Sorry it's all windy and stuff. But we're going to Vlogger Fair today. Alright, so I just got to Seattle. I'm chilling out in a Starbucks a couple blocks away from the train station. And basically, I'm going to meet up with Morgan to go to another coffee shop. But I'm charging my phone. The one problem with riding the train is I wasn't guaranteed a seat by an outlet. So my phone is pretty much close to dying. So I needed to find where I'm going because I know where this coffee shop's at, but I am about 1.5 miles away from it, and I'm pretty much walking. I chose not to drive up here because I knew parking was going to be insane, and the train would be a nicer ride, but then I remembered I'm going to be doing a lot of walking.
Meeting of the Refrigerator Repair People Convention. I'm in the right place, right? Is that what's going on? Y'all can hear me? Yes. I take that as a no. I could yell, trust me. I could absolutely yell. Can we get a little more volume on the microphone? Oh. Okay, a little less volume. Oh, I had 2 weeks of vacation time coming after working all year. Hello and welcome to the 3rd Vlogger Fair. Thank you again for your support. Every year it gets, well, in my opinion, it gets better. We know a little bit more about who wants to be here, and many of you do want to be here. I've seen a lot of familiar faces. I'm usually very horrible with names, but we are absolutely here in as many ways as we possibly can for everybody, and there are hundreds upon hundreds of you, which is good. And we will do our best to make sure this is a good weekend, well, for everybody. We had such a good time last year. It was just one day. We thought, could we do 2 days again? And fill the room with vloggy people and people who want to see vloggy people. So we went 2 days this year. So it's not just Saturday, it's Sunday. And so yes, you can come back tomorrow. It's okay. Please come back tomorrow. There's more that's happening. So right now I'm going to hand my vlog camera to Liz. Now, if you want to know how Vlogger Fair happened this year, Liz is mostly responsible. So, that does not mean you bombard her with every single question you have. However, we are here to help.
So, hopefully this is focused, but that mass of people behind me, a lot of the main stage vloggers just walked in, so like Shay, Charles, Tyler, all of them just walked in. And fortunately, there's not a whole lot of people in here yet. It's mostly priority pass people, and they immediately got swarmed. But over here, Austin Knoll, his meet and greet is there this afternoon with everybody else, and he's just kind of doing an impromptu one, and it's pretty funny. I've been sitting over there by the main stage, and just happened to see all this. So I'm going to be chill, because I know I get to meet them later and just kind of hang back. I'm mostly excited to see Tyler again, because he's like one of the few YouTubers that has been really cool and answered back and stuff like that. Although I've had Charles and Allie both answer me back a couple of times, so that'd be pretty cool. So far, one of my favorite things about Vlogger Fair is how intimate it can actually be. This year, they cleaned up some of their messes from last year in terms of how to do meet and greets, and that's pretty cool. It's kind of like this fast pass situation, but the other cool thing is that the vloggers are also just kind of walking around, you know, checking everything out, and you can stop them and talk and hang out with them. Austin, like I said before, Austin Knoll was doing a meet and greet, just kind of an impromptu one. Tyler and Haley have been walking around doing one. the folks like Charles and Allie and Shay kind of had to go in hiding because they got swarmed the second they walked in. My only criticism right now is there's not a charging station, and I'm kind of kicking myself for that because I was like, you know, I could have brought my computer and my charger and just sat in a corner while I'm waiting for a meet and greet to charge my phone. But I guess I kind of hoped above hope that there would be a charging station. And I guess I talked to Chris Barillo, who's putting on this whole event, and he said that was the one thing they could not get in time was somebody to sponsor like a charging station for all types of phones. So I think maybe my contribution next year, if the same thing happens next year, is that I'll just buy a bunch of chargers and stuff like that, and you know, maybe find like an empty booth and turn it into like a lounge place where people can, you know, chill between meet and greets and charge their phones, or even better, bring their laptops, plug their laptops in, and just basically be able to like start editing their vlogs and stuff like that. Because I definitely thought about doing that, because this thing is going to have a lot of pictures and a lot of video, and so is this. I brought 2 cameras. I'm mostly taking pictures and stage video with this, and then this doing my vlogging thing, because turning this around myself is a little strange. So the other thing that is awesome about Vlogger Fair is this time their concession stand is open, so if you do get hungry for something a little more substantial in the middle of the day, you're not just relying on vitamin water and Quest bars, although both are really, really good. And it's actually not vitamin water, it's Vita Coco, which is, both are really good and actually really healthy, but it's a good idea to get the concessions if you want something real, which I'm definitely going to do towards the end of the day, so then I can just take an Uber home and I'm not spending a whole lot of money on food. So, and then I'll come back here for day 2. Best part, Uber was only $8 from where I was staying to here. I was afraid it was going to be more. It might be more because I'm going to be leaving at 5 o'clock, and traffic in Seattle at 5 o'clock is terrible.
Just give it a second. Hello. By the way, that was Allie farting in the background. Allie, bring it closer. Come on, we're all friends. We like each other. Hi, guys. You guys having fun? That's the correct answer.
Is that my job to go out and do the Q's, and then you do the A's?
Every time we do this together, always something bad happens.
I think so. Let's do that. So let's chat for a minute, and then if you guys have questions for Charles and Al.
Sponsor.
What is the day count right now? How many days have you gone without missing?
I think today's video is 23:05. Woo! I think it's 23:05.
Is that, you're on year 7, so you've gone
year 7.
6 years and how many months?
What, May? I don't know.
It's an half year.
In May, right?
This guy's your biggest.
Was it 23:05? That's right.
23:05? Not that we're counting or anything.
No, there's no counter.
What are the repercussions of that, though? You have not every single moment, but there is something to be said about that, about having that much life as a whole, as like a creation, that 6.5 years, that library of 2,305 videos, that's like a living, breathing entity,
right.
All that life linked together.
I don't have 7 kids, so that's my kid right there.
I don't have 7 kids either. I actually haven't told you guys about 2 of them.
You didn't tell them?
Charles, I told you, keep Flexum and Jetsum on the low. Not supposed to know about it.
I don't know, it's just kind of like with you, man. We've been vlogging. I think Shay said I was the king. That's not the truth. He started first, so Shay's the original, the OG vlogger. Actually, I'm going to take it away from you. Nultz is the OG vlogger. If you guys have no idea who Nultz is, look him up. He's the OG vlogger.
You can't really say like I started this, right? Like I started because Anne Frank did it. She was writing in her diary and I was a big fan. And I was like, shout out to Anne Frank, I'm gonna do a daily video diary and warm her up.
You warm her up, huh?
You know what I mean, right? Like that's what's so cool about the future. And I think the live streaming is really gonna be big in the next couple of years.
I definitely agree.
It's getting big now. I think it's a sleeping giant, as I heard a blog post recently referred to it as.
The live streaming, I think I definitely agree. You know, like the only thing for me about live streaming, I I screw up so much. You know me.
You gotta be careful. Yeah, I mean, if you're live,
Yeah,
when they do live TV, they have a delay. They
Yeah,
have,
no editing.
some
Like,
delay, so if something happens, they can cut it.
you should hear some of the Haytels Shay and I do. I screw up so much. It's just terrible.
And I love it because you can't like delete the message.
Yeah.
How do I delete this? And I'm like, you can't. I'm gonna hear all this. He's like, Allie. He's like, let's go. So that's my question is, and you get it all the time, dailies, how long are you gonna go? Forever? Like, do you...
Well, here's the thing. I was just having a conversation in the back. Somebody asked that, and like I'm really bad with like habits and stuff like that. If I for my Apple Watch, I stopped wearing it, and I don't wear it anymore. It's just because like I get out of a habit, I forget to do things. So I feel like if I take a day, because I know you've been telling me to take a day off forever, to take a day off vlogs, but I know if I do that, I'll probably stop, and I don't want to do that. So I don't know. Which we stop.
It almost happens then. Is it a habit by then? I know, I think, like, what happens if, how do you feel physiologically inside, for instance, if, like, your computer crashes or you, do you start to, like, freak out, like, I'm gonna miss, oh no. Tell us, give her the microphone. Let go of the microphone. What did he say? Was he crying? Did he cry?
Think about if he stopped. It's such a part of his life that I think we would have an emptiness. You have to breathe the air to live, and this is something he has to love to almost live his life. It's not really a nuisance to an everyday thing, but I don't think his life would be completely limited.
I think it's kind of cool that, you know, there's a connection. I mean, you're a cool friend, but I mean, to have more friends,
They're way cooler than me.
they're way cooler than me.
I have back hair.
I'll shave it later. Things get weird again.
So it's cool. Just beads in there.
This is what happens. Maybe we should ask questions.
Yeah. All right, so here's your chance to ask the king of vlogging, Mr. Charles Trippy.
Don't give me
I'm
that.
gonna show off my kicks and not roll my ankle.
Nice job.
Do we have a question?
In the afternoon.
So do you guys not use the bathroom on the bus? Is that a rule?
You can't poop on the bus. Not allowed to poop on the
Number
bus.
one rule.
That's why you're not allowed on the
No
bus.
pooping on the bus. I remember growing up. It's a cute baby. When you guys ever get married, who wants to know if you're ever get married? And if he's invited, and what he should bring.
What?
Do you need a new DVD player? He wants to know if he can come to your wedding.
Go to the wedding? What wedding?
That's the question. Next question. There.
Barriers to vlogging, and I think it's like you don't like yourself on the camera or you don't have enough time. How do you remove all barriers and just start vlogging?
Yeah, I think what Ali just said, you just do it. Don't worry about the barriers. Because, I mean, there's always going to be people judging you, and it's just, you know, the kids around here, they're screw it. Just, somebody's going to judge you anyway, so just do it. You know, whatever.
When did you first start to realize that you you love vlogging? Like, when was that realization of
Just
wanting
to
to vlog?
clarify, when did I love vlogging? Is that what you said? I would say kind of first VidCon was like a really cool experience because you kind of put faces to comments and kind of realize that you're actually talking to people and you're not talking to a camera. I think Shay can agree with that. Like, for the longest time when we were doing this, we just thought we were just talking to ourselves and there's comments and stuff like that.
Okay, so we got a few more minutes. Shout it out. Let's hear you. Use your diaphragm. What's your question? Question is, when she first heard about what Charles did for a living after they started dating, what was her reaction like? Wait, what do you do?
First off, I thought it was weird. Like, really weird. I love it. But I thought it was really strange and different. Thank you. I didn't really understand it. I watched a few of his videos, but like in the beginning, I didn't watch anything. I'll be honest, I didn't watch any of his videos. I didn't really want to know what it was about. I let him explain it to me. He was super respectful of not having me on the vlogs, so I guess I didn't really understand it in the beginning. Once I started with you guys, it was not what I wanted to do. I was a private person. I was not about showing my life up to people. It was hard for him. It was hard for him to keep me out of what his life was. And daily vlogging is his life. That's what he does every single day. And making him kind of jump around me making the vlogs was so hard. So I accepted it. It was scary. It was scary.
question though, because that's a weird thing to start dating somebody. It's like, oh, he's a nice
Well, putting a
guy.
camera in your face. I mean, like that to me, it's like, it's weird. No offense. Normal people don't check cameras in their face, you know? So it was hard for me.
I definitely don't think so, especially with the live streaming. It's a total game changer, I think. It's, you know, there's YouTube, which is established, and it's harder, I wouldn't say impossible, you know, but when there's a live streaming thing, somebody might have a better personality live streaming. Like, I'll probably suck at it, you know what I mean, but you might be amazing at it. And like Shay, when it was on the radio, great personality with that stuff, so it's I think it's a total game changer.
The question is it too late to get in the game? Is it too late to make a YouTube channel and, you know, try to create content for a living? I don't think so. Periscope or YouTube.
Okay, fill in those back seats. And on the count of 3, every scream toodle. 1, 2, 3.
Like the hat, my man. Yes. Looks good. He wanted to go to the game, but.
All right, day 2, or I guess technically it's day 3 of Vlogger Fair for some people. I'm just waiting for my Uber. Uber has been my friend this week. I normally wouldn't use it if it was super expensive and if I could walk places, and I definitely haven't been using it if I could walk places, but the point in which Vlogger Fair is from where I'm standing, it's just a little farther than I'd care to walk. So I've been using Uber a lot, and I think after today, I'll probably spend maybe 40 bucks in total with Uber, because it's about a 10-minute drive. So that's actually pretty cool. So I'm just waiting for my Uber. What's funny is their GPS is telling them to park in the alleyway. I'm just like, no, you don't want to do that. So I made it to Vlogger Fair the last day, and there's a little bit of drama going on because if you follow them on social media, any social media site, Shay and Logan and Charles and Allie all left today, even though they were scheduled to have meet and greets today. I remember hearing Shay telling somebody yesterday that he was not going to be able to be here because he needs to go back and help Colette get their kids ready for school. So, not a whole lot of drama, but was kind of surprised about Charles and Allie. But I think part of the reason why they're going is because Charles has a show sometime later this week. So that's, you know, that's a thing. But I think the rest of the Trixon crew is hanging out, except for Logan. I think Logan went back with Shay. So hopefully they'll arrive here fairly soon. I don't know who's going to be on the panels today. I think a lot of them are going to be local vloggers, which is pretty cool. But there's also going to be just a lot of other cool stuff going on today. There's supposed to be a raffle at the end of the day. I bought a raffle ticket, but I don't think I'm going to stick around for it. I'm already really tired because I made the mistake of staying up and playing video games till 2 a.m. and only got about 6 hours of sleep. I have coffee in me, but we'll see how long that lasts. And yeah, so we'll see how today goes.
Well, some other things. My name is Saskia. I'm part of a team called Apprentice A, and we do daily vlogs, among other things.
I'm Corrado. I'm also part of the Apprentice A team up in Canada. We do a lot of traveling, and we also run the film festival in Toronto called Buffalo Festival.
I'm Andrew. My channel's gonna roll live. $5 later. I'm from Canada, and I do a mix of music and travel content.
My name is Tyler, and I make somewhat daily videos on YouTube and travel.
Tyler!
Alright, so first question I have to ask, I would give you a heads up into backstage, but one of the first things I think of when traveling, either planned or not planned, is internet, right? How are we going to get our videos out to the world? So let's talk about that briefly here. What are some of the, what are some things that you look for, plan for, maybe like have prepared, and then like let's flip it and say what's one of the worst experiences you had trying to find internet?
It's like, it's hard to find Wi-Fi sometimes when I'm kids. That I'll even just like sacrifice a couple days because versus trying to find Wi-Fi, you're missing out on getting like private content. It's totally awesome just to try to upload it. To me, I think it's kind of like come out and just have way better content.
Or we just go with the travel company called Kentucky, which Andrew and I have had a ton of experience with, and just let them do most of the work because they know the area. The one thing that I hate is, hey, we're going to Venice. Like, I don't know anything about Venice, and I don't think I would be able to find appropriate hotspots, Wi-Fi areas, so we just kind of leave it up to them.
What I've kind of found out is like, it's skill books. Your trips, they'll lead you to the next trip. Turn it into something that you can like roll over into something else. You're going to one place, turn it into 3 places on the way back. It's just like your real life or something. You know, like it's all just kind of like somewhat open-minded and just roll into anything. Never always the first time you're at that place. Because for us, like, we've been in situations where we're running somebody, and you know, like, the people who watch your videos, I always kind of think, if they watch your videos, you probably want to hang out with them, because they already think the same way you do, so you're pretty much instantly friends. So, running into, like, people in these cities or in these countries that you're in, they make sure you're on the city, and it's like a personal tour guide friend, it's like your friend from school that you grew up with your whole life, they watch and they dedicate to know about you, so it's really good. It's really natural.
I went to South America. I was in Peru, and it just happened to be the day that the Star Wars TV or Star Wars Blu-ray was being released. And a bunch of people tweeted at us because we do a lot of stuff with Star Wars. They're like, hey, you should go to this place and go to this Blu-ray release. And we didn't even realize that we had people in Peru that watched our videos. So we just went. And then we ended up just hanging out with people that watch videos, and they took us around town. And it was probably one of the best nights because it was just so...
I want to go there. I'm from Canada, so that's why I love it.
His answer was infinite palm trees. He loves palm trees.
I haven't filmed this since before I started doing YouTube, but my favorite place has to be Germany and Switzerland. Oh, it's so beautiful there. And then the place I really want to go is Greece. My favorite place was Thailand because it's such a huge culture shock. It's so different from anywhere else I've been. The place that I really want to go would be Japan or New Zealand.
I always think that every place that I just came from was the best. It's like Thailand was amazing. I might argue that Thailand might have been the best, but I went to Australia and I was like, man, Australia's the best. And then we went to like the Swiss Alps, and like, the Swiss Alps are the best. And it just seems to just carry over. It's so exciting.
I think that everything's so important as far as transportation. And the one that I really love is unbelievable with Iceland. It's just crazy. It's kind of like Disney here for it's like Hawaii, but freezing. It's like it's real the same thing, but there's like no volcanoes and no ocean. So it's just awesome. There's not many people who live there.
Yeah, I want to go to Iceland, so that's the second part of that answer. I really like Hong Kong. I don't know if it was just a good place in my life, I never knew, but it was, you know, it was enough like a busy city and a lot of, it was kind of mixed Western culture and Western culture as well. So lots to do, so
And that was Vlogger Fair. As you can tell, I am back home. There's the Riley dog. Hi, how you doing? I got back yesterday. When I originally planned on filming this weekend, I planned on showing the travel by train and stuff like that, but both days of traveling, I was just too tired to deal. The first day was getting up at 5 in the morning just to get to the train station, and then the last day was getting up early after going to bed way too late, and basically doing the same thing and wanting nothing more than to sleep on the train. My train yesterday was late. By the time we got home, it was almost 6 o'clock, and I was just so done with the day. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Vlogger Fair. I had a blast. I'm hopefully going to be much more involved next year and be able to hang out more and vlog more. Hi. Can I help you, sir? And vlog more and all of that. I'm going to be working on some cool stuff for the next couple of weeks, trying to get my life really going and in order, because like a lot of you guys are going back to school, that's a really surreal feeling of not going back to school, and so now I have to be an adult and try to get things done. We've got a couple of cool opportunities coming up in terms of filming. We've got some major construction going on at our house today that I'll probably be taking pictures of, so keep track of me on Instagram. Put that somewhere around my face. Also, there's going to be another opportunity to film probably this weekend. Oh look, Twitter. Also follow me there. There's going to be another opportunity to do some filming this weekend. There's supposed to be a little concert in the park. Hopefully, this is the thing, is it's supposed to rain, and we really, really need the rain. If you don't know already, this entire state of Washington has pretty much been surrounded by fire the last couple of weeks. We really, really need the rain. So, might not film anything there if it does rain, just because I don't want to destroy the cameras, but I also don't want to hope for it to not rain because we really, really are in desperate need of it. The other opportunity is might be going to the coast sometime in September, which will be fun. It'll be kind of the last hurrah for summer, and then we're going to be crushing grapes and gathering grapes for wine, so that'll be another opportunity. So just keep your eyes on this channel. There will be lots more content coming in the next couple of weeks. including some other fun things, so keep an eye on all the social media stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you were at Vlogger Fair, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite part was, and I will see you all in another video.